I can tell you right now that what Adam Silver is doing is he is trying to figure out how to get messaging to the teams about what they need to be saying, because the Heat, the Trailblazers, and other teams are going to have a reaction. He's speaking to the union right now because he needs to put Terry Rozier out. He'll be on administrative leave the way MLB puts its players away, like Emmanuel Clase. The Heat will not be having him on the roster, but he will still get paid. The Trailblazers have to announce that they have a new coach ready to go tomorrow for their game against the Warriors. Then all of this has to be, they're watching the 10 a.m. live like we are, but they're working on releases that will be ready certainly by early afternoon, because action will have to be taken today. It's a bad day for Adam Silver, but that's what he's doing right now. He's not focused on investigating Rozier. He's coming up with talking points to address what to do currently and then how to answer the question of, hey, your investigators found nothing. What did you miss? What process did you do that you look back on as being wrong? But that he will not answer today.
What's your best theory there on what happened? How does the NBA clear Terry Rozier when, among other details, there was a gambler who placed 30 wagers in 46 minutes on exclusively Terry Rozier? What can Adam Silver say that isn't just total incompetence or cover-up as it regards them just clearing Terry Rozier?
Yeah, what you say is that given the information we had at the time, we always tell you that things can change. Like the way he's talked about the Clippers and aspiration. He'll give you a thought with today, but with Pablo dripping and drabbing out more information, he has the right to change his mind. And that's what he's going to say about Rozier. Hey, given where we were then, this is what our decision was, and we were right. Since then, it's come to our attention that the following happened. Had we known then what we know now, clearly he would not have been cleared.
David, you can't go from clearing somebody to he's arrested in Orlando while he's on,
by the FBI.
You can't go from he's cleared to the first game of the season somewhere near the bench. He's being let off in handcuffs.
Well, first of all, he has a hamstring injury. He was not let off the bench in handcuffs. I assume they went to the team hotel. 2, you can absolutely have new facts that come up when you're making decisions running your company, which you're not doing anymore. But if you were, do you not agree that certain things change that lead you to make different decisions today that you would have made yesterday?
Yeah.
That is very normal in the business world.
Yes, but it just doesn't generally rise to the level of federal arrests.
Oh, I think that's exactly the level that it always rises to, because the federal ability to investigate, remember the NBA, no subpoena powers. You don't have to talk to the NBA investigators or MLB Department of Investigations. When the federal government asks you a question, you have to answer. Now, you can invoke the Fifth Amendment, be my guest, enjoy, but they have the right to compel you to testify. There are grand juries who are seated to look at evidence in a way that the leagues don't do with their Department of Investigations. It's a totally different level of scrutiny. So Adam Silver, that's the least of his issues, to be asked by people like you, hey, how stupid were you that you cleared Terry Rozier? That is not the question. The question is going forward. He'll answer it, but the question going forward is, what do we do to work better with the FBI, better with the gambling companies who are our partners, to give comfort to our customers, like you said in the first hour, comfort that the integrity has not dropped even an iota?
Before we go to the press conference that is scheduled for 10 a.m. Eastern with the head of the FBI, Kash Patel, and they're going to make a dog and pony show out of this. Can you give me the history of dog and pony show, please? I'd like to know when those were popular in America and if they did indeed include dogs and ponies, and if the ponies had tricks. I want to know a little more about a dog and pony show.
Westminster Dog Show is still pretty popular.
The origins of dog and pony I want to know, but I want to know from expert David Samson. These are two different, if you're just joining us, two different arrests, two different investigations. One on Terry Rozier has to do with the games themselves. The one with Portland head coach Chauncey Billups has to do reportedly with a poker game that reportedly involved the mafia. given the information we presently have, David, explain to me how problematic the Chauncey Billups story is.
It's a big break for the NBA that it's poker. That is for sure. When you see Chauncey Billups arrested, the first thing you're thinking of, Pete Rose. Did he bet on games that he coached? So immediately you got word, no, this was not him betting on games that his team was involved in. Phew. Next, did he bet on other games, NBA games? Okay, no. Did he bet on other sports? No. It turns out he was playing poker. Yeah, he was playing with Tony Montana. And yes, it's possible he was playing at numbers that would make, you sweat. But the reality is Adam Silver is super psyched. Chauncey Billups is done. He's not going to coach again. Finished. However, with what it could have been, Adam Silver is whistling Dixie out of his tuchus right now that his coach was only involved in poker.
And why is the FBI there, David? Because they wanted a cut of the action. That's the only reason.
What?
Just to be clear, well, you're
That's
saying
illegal poker games. We've got bigger fish to fry, Kash Patel, than illegal poker games happening in Portland. Okay.
The FBI can do more than one thing at once, Tony. I promise.
That doesn't seem like it.